for kids, and I'm Karnik, and today I'm going to cover Alexander part 2, and I have already covered Alexander part 1. So today we're going to cover Alexander part 2, friends, and subscribe my channel, like and share the video, and let's move to the next slide. History. This is the timeline which I want to show you. I'm just starting with the 8 events with each passing lecture. The timeline will be modified and more events will be added. 5,000 years of glorious Indian history. I have covered Jainism part 1. It's in 2 parts. You can, in my previous lectures, you can see old slide means the timeline, and it happened in 599 BC. Then 567 BC, what happened? Buddhism. Wait. And then 326 BC, Alexander. Means I have covered part 1 and now I'm going to cover part 2. Okay. Friends, I'm trying to erase this thing. Let's move to the next slide. Alexander part 2. Today's agenda is Battle of Hydaspes and the biography of Alexander, friends. Quiz. Hope you get the prizes. How did Alexander win the Battle of Hydaspes? And the second one is, who was the teacher of Alexander? Okay, so let's move to the next slide. First, Alexander part 2. The first question is Battle of Hydaspes. Then what happened? Porus Army was slow in fighting. Alexander crossed the Jhelum River and there was a sudden attack on the camp of Porus. Porus Army chariots got stuck in the mud and the soldiers took shelter behind the elephants. The wounded elephants were frightened and ran amok, trampling both the enemy and their own soldiers. Friends, this only happened in Babur was fighting with this Ibrahim Lodi. Then Ibrahim Lodi's elephants only were killing their own army. Same thing happened here also, friends. But that was a late story, friends, and this was an early story. Okay. Porus himself fought bravely, but by evening it was all slow, almost fainting from the pain on the several wounds and the loss of blood. He surrendered. He was brought in the chains to Alexander, friends. And this was Battle of Hydaspes, friends. Both the armies are fighting, friends. And actually Alexander won in this fight because Alexander was a strong army general or the king. Friends. So we'll go to the next slide. Alexander part 2. The second question is Battle of Hydaspes. When Porus was brought in the chains, Alexander told, "How shall I treat you?" asked Alexander with the pride of conqueror. "Like a king," replied equally proud Porus. Friends, I am erasing this. Alexander liked Porus for his courage and self-respect. He ordered him to be released at once and gave back his kingdom. Alexander now marched on his side on other kingdoms. He crossed their more rivers and came up to banks of bees. Here his soldiers refused to go any further because they were tired and homesick. He sent half of his army by sea and other half he took with him. Along the coast, he never reached Macedonia. He died at Babylon, friends, and it was in Iran. Iran. Okay. And friends, I'm erasing Iran. And he died on Babylon in 323 BC at the age of 33, friends. So early he died, friends. And this was the Battle of Hydaspes, friends. And these are the elephants killing his Porus army, friends. Friends, I'm trying to erase this thing. Now, one thing I want to tell you, our knowledge about Alexander's invasion of India is from the account of Greeks who was with him. They wrote down what they saw. They had described the climate, plants, and the crops of India. They had written in the details about the religion and the custom of the people. Friends, many Greeks even stay back at India. Friends, so big thing. Friends, their homes in India, new trade routes were opening between northwest India and west. Trade increased at their as an exchange of not only goods but also of ideas. Friends, and friends, we'll go to the next slide. Friends, please, let's go. Alexander part 2. The third question is Alexander's biography. Alexander's father was King Philip II, and King Philip II's half form is KP and 2. Friends, I'm erasing this, friends. Okay. Philip II had built up a strong and united empire in ancient Greece, which Alexander inherited. Friends, I will teach you this family tree afterwards. This whole family tree. Okay. Like most children in Athens, Alexander was tutored as a child and learned mathematics, reading, writing, and how to play a lyre. Lyre is an instrument and a Greek game, friends, and it's type of like this. Friends, I don't know to draw lyre, friends, and I've searched it in Google. Friends, I'm going to cover the full Greek history, then I'll tell you about lyre. Friends, he also would have been instructed on how to ride a horse, and hunt. Philip hired the great philosopher Aristotle in return for tutoring his son. Philip agreed in Philip agreed to restore Aristotle's home town of Stagria, including setting many of its citizens free from slavery. Friends, and now let's discuss this family tree. Friends, finally, friends, this Alexander we are talking about. Alexander III the Great means Alexander the Great, and his father was Philip. He was from 336 BC from 323 BC. For a long time he ruled, and he was from 360 BC and 336 BC, friends. And this was Philip II, who was the father of Alexander III and Amtias III's son was Philip II. Then Amtias' third father was this Athendos. Athendos' father was Amtias. Amtias' father was Alexander I. And Alexander I's father was Amtias I. Friends, he was from 595 BC, 495 BC from 442 BC. Friends, and he was from 550 40 BC from 595 BC. Friends, this is important, friends, to learn. You can learn in Google. You can pause my video and see this whole timeline. If you know all these people, you can tell me in comment box, friends. I'm erasing it, friends. I've erased some lines. Alexander part 2. The third question is Alexander's biography. At school, Alexander met many of his future generals and friends such as Ptolemy and Cassander. He also enjoyed reading the works of Homer, the Iliad, and the Odyssey. These were the musicians, friends, and these musicians I will cover the Greek history when I will tell the Greek history, friends. Odyssey and Lyra. Okay, amazing. Alexander only made it back to Babylon, where he became suddenly sick and died. No one is sure what he died in Babylon, friends, and he became suddenly sick and died. No one is sure what he died and from, but some suspect say that he died because of poison, friends. Upon his death, the great empire he had built was divided amongst the generals called Dadochi. Diadochi, friends. And friends, this is Alexander's photo, friends. And where Babylon is located? This is a very important question. It was in Iraq, friends, and I told in Iran, but it's not in Iran, friends. It's in Iraq. And the capital of Iraq is Baghdad. This place, and this is the modern Iraq, friends. Friends, I'm trying to raise this thing, friends. Thanks a lot, friends. I'll come with Alexander. Subscribe my channel, like and share the video. To all of my viewers, I will come back with Russia part 3, in which I'm going to cover the economy and the politics of Russia. Sorry friends, the video is not coming for so many days, and now I'll come with Chandragupta Maurya. This is the empire. Chandragupta's grandson was Ashoka, friends. And friends, thanks a lot. Bye. Subscribe my channel, like and share the video. Bye.